Alright, so today we're doing half-life maintenance on the Mazda Miata. This will consist of replacing the valve lifter buckets, the cam seals, the crank seals, the keyway, the tensioners, the valve cover gasket, the water pump, and the timing belt. I got my helper here today who's going to go ahead and start taking apart the front of the engine because this is her car and she needs to learn how to work on it. So she's going to take off the spark leads, the valve cover, the coolant lines, the intake, and anything that's interfering with her ability to work on the front timing area, which includes the serpentine belts. And then after we got all that off, we're going to take out the cams. Alright, so we went ahead and took all the buckets and we put them in this Tupperware container and then we submerged them in oil. We're going to let this all sit here over the course of the next like 45 minutes to an hour. These should bleed the air out and the air should be replaced with oil. I imagine when we start this up the first time, it is going to have like a minor tick because it's more than likely that all of the air isn't going to get out of them until it has a chance to run through the engine. But as long as the buckets and being old and having the failure issues that the OEM buckets have is the problem, then these should mitigate the lifter tick. So we're going to start taking apart the Valvetrain now and we'll check on these in a little bit. After taking off the valve cover, the timing belts, the timing covers, I put the car in 5th gear and used a breaker bar and a 21 to break loose the crankshaft pulley bolt. So now that I got everything taken off, I got the engine lined up at TDC with the timing pulley down here at the bottom, and then the cams are also lined up where they're supposed to be if you were setting the whole engine up for running. So now that I have that all lined up, I'm going to go ahead and crack loose these tensioner bolts, take off the tensioners, take off the belt, and then take out the cams. I got the bolt removal sequence on here for Brandy, so it's important to follow this sequence here because you can bend the cams if you don't remove the caps in the proper order. So right now Brandy's following that diagram in order to take off the caps in the proper sequence. I'm just having her break them all loose so she can identify the process, and then I'm just going to put the 10 mil on the impact and just back them out the rest of the way. You know, if it's clacking or it's trying to apply torque, then you need to loosen the bolt more, but she's loosening them enough that I'll just be able to, you know what I'm saying, so. Alright, we got the cams out. Now it's time to take out all these old lifter buckets, but we need a magnet, so we're gonna go visit Corey. Do you have a magnet?
We got a camera here. Do I have a magnet? Boy, let me tell you what. Alright, walk on in here. Follow me into my crib. There's my Toyota Tacoma right here. It's not mine, it belongs to Zach, but I got this magnet right here. Listen, you can use it, but you gotta be careful, because it does extend.
Oh my gosh. So after doing some research on these ITM lifters, it's very common for them to not press at all, and the spring won't compress until you get a bunch of oil in them. And I've had these soaking for about 3 hours now, and none of them have really loosened up. However, everybody online that faced these same issues and Googled it, I found a lot of posts on Reddit, said that once you put them in the car, they'll be really noisy just like they were before when you had the old ones in. But once they start to purge and all the air starts to escape from them, which is in this hole right here, they'll start to quieten up and they'll stop ticking. So they are brand new. They should work fine. And if you get the ITM lifters, Treasure Coast sells them, other places sell them. This is very standard for them to not compress at all. So don't be worried. You know, it's going to be all right. You get them in the car, they'll clack, and they'll work themselves out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and torque down these Miata cam caps to 125 inch-pounds. There's a sequence, and it starts by going from the inside to the outside, which is the reversal of the removal process. Let's see what Chase and Corey and Zeth and G are up to. Wait till you guys see what Chase is trading his 350Z for. It's going to be sick. This isn't what he's trading for. I know I said that he was going to be showing you guys the car that he's trading for. He actually just painted that one. I'll show you the one he's trading for later.
I mean, they are like the two internet dogs.
That's not just me. Chase is about to make the trade of a lifetime.
I have them in my shop. I'll show them to you. They're really, really, really nice.
What did you do?
And deal the left.
Alright, so this is Chase's new Soarer. He traded a 2003 350Z with a super sick paint job on it for this car. I'd say that this is definitely a good deal for Chase. It's got a 1J GTE twin turbo, R154, super rare Vertex wide body kit, and then it's a Soarer.
Crazy. We gave him a little cash on top.
Oh, he gave him a little crack.
We had to sweeten it up a little bit.
He gave him cash on top. It's a fair trade because at the end of the day,
He's happy.
he's extremely happy with what he got.
These kids see this video.
I mean, he's swiping parts off my GS. It's okay. I'm happy to support. You swiping parts off my GS? Look at this thing. He's going crazy on it. I think he took the power steering pulley from my car and something else. The tensioner maybe? This looks gorgeous too.
Dude, the fucking bright sun. Dude. It like glows gold. It's crazy.
Oh boy. What is he doing?
Cherry chupacabra.
Oh, that's gas. What did you do? It looks amazing, bro. He had to put the Chase touch on it. He's had it for what, 2 days? That looks so good. I went to work today and I watched Chase do this in an entire afternoon. Just stopping over on break and lunch. It's crazy. That man works so much faster than me. He's wild. Alright, well, I got a bunch of tools and I'm headed down to Chase's shop because he needs to replace the power steering pump in his Soarer. So I'm going to take the one off the GS300 and we're going to swap it onto his Soarer. But if I have to do this, then I'm going to record content. Look at it. He traded a 350Z for that. I'm sure I already told you guys. He just did this line work today. Well, you didn't know you signed up for content, so I've got my camera. Alright, so Mr. Chase here has a Soarer, and it's got the 1JZ GTE VVTi, non-VVTi in it, and these power steering pumps don't have reservoirs. However, this is the VVTi power steering pump off of the GS300 that we have sitting outside. I don't know what's going on with my color grading, sorry. So you can just pop off the reservoir, and it has the attachment for the piece to allow you to use this on a system that has a like non-attached reservoir system. So there's a fitting right here, and you just take this off and you'll be able to move it right over to where the reservoir comes from. Just wanted to let you guys know that because Jay-Z stuff is very interchangeable, even if it's, you know, older stuff versus newer stuff.
Or from a 2J.
Or from a 2J. Mission accomplished. No more wobbling power steering pump. It's not gritty. That one's ready for a rebuild. Fun stuff. This man's drifting this car on day 5 of ownership. We're on day 3 now. Tomorrow's day 4, Saturday's day 5, and he is gonna slide this thing. Yeah, he is. All right, she running good now, huh? A little bit more. You like that, little buddy? You like that? You like that? We're doing cam seals. That's the next step on your Miata. You take those and I'll show you how to put them in. You don't put them in dry. You don't need to stick them in there either. Take your fingy, get yourself a little bit of the oil and just rub it on the inside. Take those and put them on there. Make sure you don't mushroom the thing. Oh my goodness, you can set the other one down if you want.
No, I'm dedicated to holding both at the same time.
You're blocking the camera.
Oh, there's another camera. Is this even on? It doesn't feel like it. Is it supposed to slip into this? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, word. Let me put this down for a second.
Here, let me show you.
Do you have a security torque spit by chance?
Somebody's getting a phone call.
It's me. Me? A security torque spit?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
You're trying to take out the steering wheel, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at home.
Okay, no problem.
I'm so sorry. I don't have a security torque spit.
Just go buy a set.
Well, then you'll never need to borrow it again.
Exactly.
Which is the way to do it.
Somebody borrowed my magnet.
Do you need it back right now? I can give it to you right now.
Have to.
No, I'll go.
No, it's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If it's you,
I need to return his magnet.
I had his transmission jack for
I
like
dropped
2
it.
months though.
You dropped
it?
the cam seal? Now we need to go wash it. Alright, you only dropped one, prolapsed the other one, and, well, we got him in...
one on good. Don't forget it.
Yeah, the one that I had to clean after you dropped it. But, cam seals are in there now. We can put on the caps. Do you have a digital torque wrench?
No. What do you need, like...
Inch pounds. But is it a clicker?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's a snap-on clicker.
Oh, okay. I'll try
It was
that.
aircraft certified.
Okay, I'll
6
use that
years
then.
ago, but-
Don't use the Harbor Freight snap clicker inch pound torque wrenches. You will snap the bolts right in half because they don't click.
Harbor Freight's great.
I love Harbor Freight. Don't get me wrong, except for that tool specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it snapped cam cap bolts on me when I worked on a VQ years ago. It just wouldn't click. By the time you think it should be clicking, you're just snapping it in half. That's why you use a digital one. But hey, my editor that lasted for like 2 weeks, like 4 editors ago, broke it when he was doing his lift kit. So shout out to him for breaking my digital torque wrench. So I went ahead and tightened down all the cam cap bolts to about 115 inch-pounds in the proper sequence after I replaced the cam seals. Now I'm going to go ahead and torque down the cam bolt sprocket to 36 to 45 foot-pounds. I like to go right in the middle, so I'm just going to go with 40 foot-pounds. 40.3. You tightening the timing cover bolts?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me know when you're done. That wasn't like that last time you guys saw it. Check it out. That's all you get to see. Video later. Brand new lifter buckets, all new timing stuff, new tensioners, new belt. Cleaned out the covers, putting them back on now. Miata should run a lot better. You excited? Alright, so I forgot to take a video once we finished it, so it's like 6:30 in the morning right now. I'm about to head to work. I need to warm this thing up for Brandy anyway. She's inside getting ready to go, so figured I'd just start this up for you guys with the new lifters and all the car back in time. She's got her air on. There you go. As you can see here, it's significantly quieter. So I'd say that the ITM lifters worked. Here, let me give a little rev. Sounds great. Nice little healthy Miata. Now there's no more lifter tick. It's got a new timing belt, all the timing components, new cam seals, new crank seal. This thing should be good for another, you know, another couple 100,000 miles, maybe 100,000 miles or so. But yeah, really important maintenance to get done. So if you guys need to figure out how to get your Miatas, you know, lifters to stop ticking, how to do a timing job, or if you were just interested in the video at all, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.